from the corner. Sean Matthias falling down, gets the puck to Clendening. Left point, Spiza. Here's Hansen backhanding one in front. Matthias with a low shot, stopped by Devan Dubnyk on his first test of the hockey game. Offense dried up a bit. I see the beard is back.
Yes.
There's Matt Cook out on the ice, number 24 from Minnesota. Erik Haula, Kyle Brodziak with him. Here's Brodziak with a shot and a left pad saved by Miller. Brodziak had been lighting the Canucks up for some time. He had Scandella, who passes to Jared Spurgeon and back to Scandella. Mikhail Granlund backhands the puck into the Vancouver zone. Stolen by Zach Parise. Behind the goal, Vanek in front. Parise with a weak shot. Vanek on the backhand. And checked by Spiza just as he tried to put it in the open side. Clendening will pick it up. He was headed to the bench, but he'll send Edler in on the left wing. Edler waiting for the Canucks to complete their change. Finds Bonino. Drop pass. Matthias cuts in front. He shoots. Stop. Bonino on the rebound. Deeks. And he's checked by Devan Dubnyk, who I think got him with a goal stick as Bonino tried to drag it around him.
His minutes are up. Frankie Corrado a little bit. Yannick Weber about the same.
Right off the draw, Dubnyk forced to make a stop and cover it up.
Devan Dubnyk 6'6".
Spurgeon to Suter. Coyle trying to move in. Tanev lost his stick attempting to make the check. Here's Spurgeon trying to set up for Coyle. Now at the side, jamming away is Vanek, and Miller was able to stay right there. Being closely watched, but Henrik picks up the puck, cuts in front, trying to center for Bonino. And the pass never got through. Daniel Sedin. Henrik Sedin. Daniel tried to get it through to Vrbata, did on the second attempt. He shoots, and Dubnyk the save. Devan Dubnyk hangs on, 63 seconds. Good job to control the puck. Hand use. Adam Clendening has one NHL goal with Chicago. Goal and assist in 4 games. Big numbers at the AHL level. He was a first-team All-Star last year, second-team All-Star the season before. Cans the puck into the Minnesota zone. Prosser is back, chips the puck free to Dumba, who gets it ahead to Pominville. Chops it past Spiza. Here come the Wild. Three of them anyway. It's a 3-on-1. Pominville centers the puck. Coyle back in front, and intercepting was Frank Corrado in a nice defensive play. Dropped from first to third on the penalty kill in the NHL, with Buffalo scoring twice the other night. Here's a chance at the side, and Vanek heeled it wide. No, he centers Miller out of position. And the Canucks able to clear the puck out of harm's way. Vanek's had to go to the bench to get a new stick. As a long shot is gloved by Miller. Suter testing him, and the Canuck goaltender gets the whistle. Dumba's moved in deep. Puck is loose. Now Hamhuis gets it to Hansen. Vancouver's back to full strength. Both teams are 0 for 1 on the power play. Yannick Hansen up ice, trying to go through to the fence. Sharp angle shot, and Dubnyk got a piece of it to steer it to the corner. Had the puck momentarily after Daniel got knocked down. Here comes Matt Cook into the middle. Now Scandella joins the rush. Tried to center on the backhand, checked by Spiza. Haula centers the puck. Spiza knocks it away. Here's Brodin slamming one towards the goal, and that's off his stick and wide. Compared to being there last year. That was a bucket lister.
Yeah.
Here's Alex Burrows, wristing one in on Dubnyk, and he'll take the whistle with just over 90 seconds to go in period number 1. Sedin's out for a late period shift. Puck is off Hamhuis right through to Miller, who gets the puck to Dan Hamhuis, ahead to Vrbata. Now Henrik Sedin to the Minnesota line. Daniel on the left wing, puts one towards the goal, knocked down with the glove of Dubnyk, and able to cover before Vrbata could get there. Plays it around. Here comes Clendening down from the right point. Sharp angle shot off the pad of Dubnyk. Dorsett's onto the ice, and he's onto the puck. One hands it behind the goal. Here's Horvat out the near side. In front, Dorsett on the rebound. And from down on the ice, he's going to draw a penalty. Henrik turning in the neutral zone. Pass to Bonino. His pass blocks. And Ryan Carter skates to the Vancouver blue line, backhands one in on Miller. And he's almost forced to cover, but plays the puck away from Erik Haula. Pass hit the official. Corrado, though, missed the puck. It's put in front. Matthias there to knock it out of the way. Niederreiter to the blue line. Spurgeon to Niederreiter, one-timer. That hit Coyle in front. Now the puck is centered. It's into the crease. Miller on his knees, able to cover. I think Murph said night again. Here's a centering pass. Spurgeon. Wrist shot, it bounced, and Miller had to react as it changed direction, able to make the save and cover up. Puts the puck in front. Matthias fanned on it. Opening up a bit. Parisi with Vanek. Centers the puck and deflected in. Pass never got to Vanek, but off the Canucks stick and past Miller, and Minnesota takes a 1-0 lead.
Lucas Spiza coming back. And the pass is off Spiza's stick through Ryan Miller. Spiza gets caught now. He doesn't know whether to stay down or get back up, and he starts to get back up.
And join his brother. Niederreiter in on the left wing. Back to Spurgeon. He shoots, he scores! Power play goal. And a couple here in the middle frame for the Wild. They lead 2-0.
Niederreiter throws it back, and then just traffic in front. And they've got enough bodies in front. Granlund's there, and you can see from Spiza's reaction, I don't know whether it hit him or just right through him. And Ryan Miller's still looking for it.
Cross, Daniel Sedin. Henrik. Back to Edler. Henrik Sedin to Daniel Sedin. Edler at the blue line. Doesn't shoot it. Passes to Daniel. He shoots it off Henrik and stopped by Dubnyk. Keeps battling for the puck and comes up with it. Henrik Sedin. Here's Verbata on the left wing. Edler with a one-timer. Fought off by Dubnyk with Henrik Sedin right in front of him.
Enjoying that new system.
Matt Cook playing without a stick as the puck is put in the crease. Benino, and the net was knocked off. Not sure if the puck ever went in. Bodied in the corner by Niederreiter. Works the puck to Bay. Here's Danius along for Verbata. Pass ahead. Gets by Daniel Sedin. Brodin collects the puck, and that's going to do it for the second period. Just about 3 minutes gone in the third. Daniel Sedin missed the puck. Edler moves down. In behind for Daniel. Henrik Sedin. Tannen fakes the shot, gets the puck to Edler. He lets it go. Scores! Dubnyk's going to complain. Thought he might have been bumped by Verbata.
Things over, and you can see I don't think there's any reason for interference. There's Verbata. Dubnyk gives him a little shot.
Referees are talking about it here. This goal is not on the board yet.
There's no interference there. The goalie's still able to get in position. He catches his skate there.
We have no goal on the play. The Minnesota goaltender could not play his position. No goal.
Wow.
Scandella collects it inside his own line. Spurgeon. Zucker wide open. Dumps the puck in. Koivu's on hand. Centering pass. Oh, what a stop by Miller off Pominville. Onto the ice is Higgins to pick it up. Hansen checks. Back come the Wild. Canucks on a sloppy change. Vanek with a shot. Scores! Now it's 3-0 as Thomas Vanek rips that one home. Just past the 7-minute mark of the third.
Now here's the change. Thomas Vanek very close to being offside. Beautiful shot inside of the post. Boy, that's a good shot. We talked about Thomas Vanek and his scoring ability.
Steered away by Dubnyk. Here's Henrik. Daniel in deep. Banks one back. Edler at the line. Moves to the middle. Henrik takes the pass in front. Daniel the side. Burrows is robbed by the left pad of Dubnyk.
Start to this power play. You gain momentum from it, and they've had a couple that have killed their momentum in the second.
Must score here. Daniel Sedin. Wrist shot stopped by Dubnyk. Henrik took a poke at him. And Spurgeon and Scandella react to that. Alex Edler starts out. Penalties over. Canucks are 0 for 4 on the power play. Here's Horvat in. Kennan shoots. He scores!
Pass up the middle, and Horvat on the backhand sets up Kenneth and Devin Dubnyk. All the good saves he's made. Marking it down.
There's a chance at the second score! Daniel Sedin
Verbata. Looks like he's going to go all the way. Scandella follows him, and Daniels wide open.
And Edler does. Down for Verbata. The puck got by him into the corner. Scandella chips it ahead. Edler trying to hold it in on Vanek. Here's Verbata. Puck in skates. Edler to the corner. Henrik Sedin. Back to Daniel Sedin. Here's Edler. Puts one on goal into the glove of Dubnyk. Minnesota 3, the Canucks 2. Higgins gets around Parise. Miller was headed to the bench, and he goes there as Tanev intercepts. Tried to dish off. Loose puck face. Stopped by Dubnyk. Loose puck, and they get the whistle. Canucks crashing the crease after Dubnyk made the initial save. Minnesota. And he clears it down the ice. Chase for it. Zucker's going to win it. Empty net. Scores. Jason Zucker turned on the Jets to beat Alex Edler to that puck. And with 55 seconds to go, Minnesota makes it 4-2.